Reading and critical thinking. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde takes place in London in the 19th century. Dr. Henry Jekyll, a respected scientist, is doing research into human nature. He believes that human beings have a good and an evil side and that these sides are always in conflict. Dr. Jekyll's colleagues disagree with his ideas and disapprove of his research. So, Dr. Jekyll starts doing secret experiments on himself to prove his ideas. He takes a special medicine which changes not only his character but also his appearance. For a short time after he takes the medicine, he becomes Mr. Hyde, an evil man who looks frightening, has a violent personality, and commits terrible crimes. Later, friends think something strange is happening when Dr. Jekyll rewrites his will, leaving everything to Mr. Hyde, a man they don't know. They worry more when the police start asking questions about Mr. Hyde. Who is this stranger who is never seen at the same time as Dr. Jekyll? They think that Dr. Jekyll may be protecting Mr. Hyde from the police, or that Mr. Hyde is blackmailing Dr. Jekyll. Dr. Jekyll has now proved that human nature is both good and evil, but soon he starts to enjoy being Mr. Hyde. He changes into Mr. Hyde more often and finds it more difficult to change back into Mr. Jekyll. Eventually, Dr. Jekyll changes into Mr. Hyde without taking any medicine and finds he cannot change back again. This means that he cannot leave his house because someone might see him and he might be arrested. The story ends badly for both characters. Now, choose the correct answer. My brother went on holiday to Aswan. Now, he's decided to live there annually, permanently, perfectly, or strangely. The answer is permanently. 2. I thought the test would be easy, but I must admit, deny, try, or refuse that I'm finding it quite difficult. The answer is admit. 3. Someone booked, locked, knocked, or shocked on our door late last night, but I didn't open it. The answer is knocked. 4. Doctors and nurses belong to the medical profession, division, profession. The answer is profession. 5. All my friends come from very respectable, irresponsible families. The answer is respectable. 6. My grandfather is recombining, recuperating, recounting, or recalling at the moment after a long illness. The answer is recuperating. 7. I'm reading a new biology, demography, biography, or graph of William Shakespeare. He had a very interesting life. The answer is biography. 8. I have worked in a lot of different places. Now, I'd like a more temporary, permanent, partly, or divided job. The answer is permanent. 9. You can find electrical, anatomical, biographical, or arithmetical information about many writers on the internet. The answer is biographical. 10. When he said he was sorry, it was an aggression, admission, ambition, or absorption that he was wrong. The answer is admission. Find the mistake in each of the following sentences, then write them correctly. It's time thinking about buying a house. The answer is it's time to think. She'd rather watching TV than go to the cinema. She'd rather watch TV than go to the cinema. 3. At first he denied stealing the money, but later admitted it. Admitted it. 4. She spent a month in the country cooperating from the operation. She spent a month in the country recuperating from the operation. She has a very nice person. Everyone likes her. She has a very nice personality. Everyone likes her. Thanks for listening. With Nafham, learn easily and simply.